So, what do a Lotus Esprit and an Opel Manta have in common? Turns out, quite a bit. I mean, aside from this particular Manta having a 2.2 litre CIH engine of the same family as the Lotus Carlton's engine was bred from, there's another link between the two cars. Or should I say multi-links. You see, the early Esprit's front suspension is pretty much 100% Opel, specifically Opel Manta or Ascona A, as far as I can tell. This Manta is a B and a rally car, so the lower arms have been changed or at very least modified, but you can see the upper wishbones are identical, and I'm guessing the hubs would be too if again they weren't modded on this car. Certainly, if it were a Manta A, we'd be seeing everything like for like. This thing's lovely, but it's a rally car, and just in to be made presentable for its next outing. The boys at Delta wouldn't like it if you thought this was their idea of a proper job. The insides of the drive shaft yokes aren't bearing surfaces in the sense that they're not races, but if I blast them, they'll rust and bind the bearing caps in. So, foam protection. And I've left it short slightly so that I can blast into them as far as where the circlips sit. That portion at least can be painted, so it's all good. In the engine bay of the Esprit chassis there are two cross braces that are demountable, presumably to make it easier to get the engine and trans in and out, and I forgot to have them blasted way back when the rest of the chassis was done. Now that I look at them properly I realise they're not the same, and they should be. They're the same length, they have to be, but one is narrower than the other, has donkey-do welds on it, and one of them must have eaten all the munchies, because they definitely aren't the same weight. You'd be surprised by all of the little things that still need forethought on the chassis. All of the welds need cleaning up. I'm deliberating over seam sealing between them too, between primer and top coats. There's surface rust on my repairs from sitting around all this time. I'm lucky it wasn't worse, to be honest. And the whole chassis has to be rubbed down in prep for the rest of its paint. There's one particular weld that I'm concerned might foul some of the through chassis pipework, and it's grommets. Okay, I got away with that one. And yes, if you've wondered, the temptation to look at modifying, strengthening, and even trying to lighten what is already almost city light is huge. But I'm not about to start second guessing on a car I've never even driven. These tabs carry the rear brake hard lines. In typical Lotus fashion, which let's face it was the racing car ethos, they're just barely what was needed, and they bent when the old brake fittings fought being removed. Part of me wants to cut them off and fabricate them in stainless steel, but with little triangulated buttresses, leaving just enough space for a spanner. That'd kill the rust bird with the same stone as the reinforcement bird. But then the little voice inside says, why play with it? Just work with soft hands when you do brakes. The last thing I want to do before continuing to key the whole chassis for paint is true up the rims of the engine cradle inspection holes. They're wobbly and it messes with my cam. That's pretty much it for this one. Next time, dare I tempt fate, I'll be painting the chassis and the suspension parts I've prepared so far. After that, it's front suspension prep and paint. For you Manta A freaks, here's the Esprit front setup. I'm guessing you'll tell me it's all the same. I'll be making some small mods here when the time comes. Lotus prescribed ones, for starters anyway. A quick shout of thanks to Max Nippert, Seaside Garage, Sid O'Sullivan, Tools and Track, Martijn Verstappen, Die Bach, I know who you are, Adman, David Block, Eric Adland, Mark Thompson, Bob Stamp, Hakon Vidal, Jonathan Adler, Joel Nicholson, Nick Cummins, Ivars Jonans, Nils Morer, Tobias Vosky and Marcel Veenendaal. Patrons get the inside track, behind the scenes videos and access to stickers. Thanks soon for sending me this photo of your suitably beat up toolbox, complete and resplendent with soup sticker. Until next time, stay stuck in and good luck.